This is a tip on search engine optimization, and it's about checking headlines that are created by WordPress. In particular, WordPress page builders, and these are programs and plugins that can be used in WordPress. They make it easy to point and click and build a web page. However, it's also important to know the code. I'm going to show you the code that one of them generated that is bad for search engine optimization and how I fixed it. So here's what happened. Now, the H1 tag, I've talked about this before, were the headline tags, and the H1 is the top headline, typically one per page. It's important for search optimization. And here's the appearance of this headline in this page builder, again from WordPress: remote workforce technology and services, and the subhead: keep remote teams secure and connected. It looks exactly the way I like it. And this is all built into this page builder where you can create a headline, create a subhead, and it looks like this. All well and good, great stuff. I looked at the code, and this is where Google sees your site. This is how Google deals with it. Here's the H1 tag. That's the beginning, and here's the end, and I've underlined it so you can see them. And here's the text that's in the middle of it: remote workforce technology and services. This span counts for nothing. Keep remote team secure and connected. That's the subhead, but it's part of the H1 tag as far as Google is concerned. And this is what Google sees: remote workforce technology and services, no space, remote teams, keep remote teams secure and connected. That's not the headline I want Google to see. I want Google to see just remote workforce technology and services. I don't want these keywords watered down with other text. And in particular, I don't want this space. Now, I did look up to see if I can find a definitive answer as to how Google reads the span tag. In HTML, that's this code from websites, span tags count for nothing except for what is done with it with cascading style sheets for the styles. It should not enter a space here. I could not find a definitive answer of how Google reads it, though. While spans have no inherent meaning to them, like a space, Google might read them that way. Again, I couldn't find a definitive answer. It's likely Google reads it like this, puts those two words together. Even if it doesn't, I don't want all these extra words in the headline. Now, here's the correct version. Now, in the page builder, you can set this line to be either between the headline and the subhead or below it. So I change it to put it between, just to see what would happen. And then I examine the code. Here's the beginning of the H1 tag. Here's the end. And notice that the subhead now is separate from the H1 tag. It's in its own division: keep remote team secure and connected. And the only thing that's in the headline, the only text that Google's going to read, is exactly what I want: remote workforce technology and services. This is what Google sees. It's important to know the code. That's my point. You can click and make it look like this. By the way, I prefer it to look like this. For humans to read it, I like this, but I don't want Google to get this. So I would take this compromise so Google sees the correct headline. And that's my quick tip.